welcome. You're watching Don Bosco Media Network. This is Monli Sarumbai, brings you the Salesian news across the globe. The sacerdotal ordination of Deacon Prabir Minch took place on the 12th of February 2023 at Christ the King Parish, Dimakuchi. He was ordained by Most Reverend Michael Acacius Topo, the Bishop of Tezpur, in the presence of more than 40 priests who concelebrated in the Holy Eucharist. The Holy Eucharistic celebration began with an entrance procession led by a large group of dancers who danced to the tune of the entrance hymn. Each dancer had a pot on their heads and swayed according to the tune. At the end of the entrance procession, Father Sebastian Edathum Perambil delivered the welcome speech. In his homily, the prelate invited the people of God to hearken and obey the laws given by God. He also addressed the deacon and exhorted him to love the people of God who will be entrusted to his care. He stated that he needs to be prepared to face difficulties as a priest, but he must not get discouraged. He needs to trust and have strong faith in God. At the very start of the ordination ceremony, the father of Deacon Prabir, along with his auntie, brought the deacon and handed him over to the church. At the end of the ordination ceremony, the people rejoiced and thanked the Lord for the new priest, a second priest from the parish. There was a short felicitation ceremony for the new priest after the Holy Mass.
हमारे पुरोहित भाई लोग उनके ऊपर हाथ डालकर प्रार्थना कर रहे हैं। अब हम पवित्र आत्मा के हृदय के पास गाना के द्वारा सहायता करेंगे। जीवन बिताओ। Our Hamre may I ask all those who are able to kneel down, please kneel down and pray for Deacon Prabir Minch. Jeman, घुटने टेके पाए ना, उमन घुटना टेक पाए, और प्रबीर के जीवन या सारा जीवन के लिए उमन प्रार्थना कर रहे हैं। संत मन दिन, दूत मन दिन, आज सबका दिन। तो ये महत्वपूर्ण समय लगे, प्यारे भाई और बहन मन, विनती के समय लगे, पुकार लगे विनती करा, ताकि ईश्वर
Father Sebastian Pandit, Father Albinus, Adonai Faligan, Deacon Prabir Minch, Adonai sisters, head प्रचारक, माता पिता, प्यारे भाई और बहनों, आप लोगों का सुंदर स्वागत के लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। आप लोगों ने बहुत प्यार से हमें फादर लोग को स्वागत किया है और नया टीम को स्वागत किया है। आप लोगों को बधाई और धन्यवाद। आज पुत्र दिन है, एक पुत्र दिन अभिषेक का दिन में प्रभु जी से उनका दिमाग कुछ बारिश को बहुत बड़ा कृपा दे रहे हैं, आशीर्वाद दे रहा है। हम अपने आप को तैयार करें और आज का एक पुत्र दिन को आप अच्छे से पढ़ने का कृपा मांगेंगे। हम थोड़े से प्रार्थना करेंगे। कुलचिन पिता और पुत्र आत्मा के नाम पर।
From February 7 to 10th, the provincial delegates for the Youth Ministry of Europe met for shared reflection and joint work. After last year's meeting, which took place in Fatima, this year it was the Salesianum Center in Munich that hosted the meeting, which gathered 25 provincial delegates. As in the other regions, these meetings are convened by Father Miguel Angel Gracia Mukwende, General Councillor for Youth Ministry, and Father Darius Joswick, a member of the sector team for Salesian Youth Ministry. During this time, the strategic areas of the Salesian mission in the context of European pastoral animation were discussed. There were talks on the criteria for the effective sexual education of young people contained in the sector's new text, a youth ministry that educates to love. The echoes of the visit of the Rector Major of the Salesians, Father Angel Fernandez Arteme, to the Ferrante Aporti Juvenile Detention Facility in Turin have not died down. I experienced a profound emotion. I was able to understand a little bit what Don Bosco felt when he visited these young people, the Rector Major testified to Vatican News. Don Bosco had been there 168 years ago. It was in the year 1855 when he visited the Generala, as the reformatory, that is the prison for minors, was then called. A few years earlier, in 1841, he had visited the senatorial prisons in Turin, but among the very young, it is different, a punch straight in the stomach. He realized that something could not and should be done, and here was the spark that would lead him to create oratories as preventive solutions to juvenile delinquency and in response to juvenile distress. A few days have passed since Pope Francis' visit to the Democratic Republic of Congo, a trip that has renewed the Congolese church and society by strengthening in its desire for peace and progress. But the challenges to overcome are still on the ground, especially in North Kivu province, where caught between war and violence. There are still thousands of people displaced and in need of everything. People to whom the Salesians are trying, with the means of their disposal, to provide answers and support. On the 26th of January, youths from the Don Bosco Muhazi Vocational Training Center, located in the Gikomero sector of Gasabo district, participated in a fair organized as part of Tax Week in the city of Kigali. Students from Don Bosco Muhazi were able to showcase their skills acquired at the Salesian school, presenting various products including tailoring, culinary, agricultural and livestock products. The opening ceremony of the fair was presided over by the Gasabo District Tax Director and Geko Metro sector officials, including the representatives of the Rwanda Defense Forces, the National Police, local leaders and the local community. Mr. Jean Ngijena of the Don Bosco Muhazi Employment Services Office said the students' participation in the fair opened their eyes to the world of work as they were able to listen to the views of visitors and capture their reactions. So viewers, that is all we have for you today. Until we meet again, thank you for watching.